of our neighboring country in addressing the problems and challenges related to water and sanitation. بفرمایید جلالت نوابی محترم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. Your Excellency President Imam Ali Rahman, Your Excellency Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, distinguished Prime Ministers, heads of delegations, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to express my deep appreciation to my dear friend, His Excellency Imam Ali Rahman, President of the Republic of Tajikistan, for the warm hospitality shown to me in the Afghan delegation during our stay in beautiful city of دوشنبه, and for his leadership on the critical and timely issue of water for life and water sustainability. I would like to commend the organizers of this important conference, in particular our Chair, Prime Minister Rasulzada, UN Water and other international and regional organizations and partners for the tremendous effort over the past decade leading up to convening of this high-level conference today on implementation of the International Decade for Action, Water for Life, 2005-2015. Tajikistan initiated this process more than a decade ago at the United Nations, and today Tajikistan is bringing us all together to look back at our collective achievements, lessons learned, best practices, remaining challenges, and way forward. I thank our Tajik colleagues, the United Nations, relevant organizations and partners, NGOs, and other stakeholders for their steadfastness and commitment to local, regional, and global water concerns as part of this process, as well as related initiatives underway in the international arena. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in recent Water Summit conferences, water was recognized as one of the top 3 development risks in the world. Not only is it a finite resource, but it is intimately connected to economic growth and sustainability of human well-being. In this context, we fully support the timely initiative of Excellency President Imam Ali Rahman to call the next decade Water for Sustainable Development. As we all know, by now, water is no longer just a natural resource that requires good management and usage for agriculture, energy, and drinking purposes, but it is increasingly becoming a strategic resource that can impact good neighborliness, economic well-being, and social and political order as a cross-cutting element in key developmental fields. Furthermore, as demonstrated by demographics, climate change cycles affecting nature in all species, environmental challenges, and increasing human needs and demands, water is a key commodity for more than just sustenance and survival. Water is now an industry and seen by many businesses as part of the circular economy, climate change, developing technologies, bringing investment into the sector in new models for financing. It's therefore imperative that we harness, manage, use, and share of this key commodity in the best manner possible alongside all stakeholders, public, private, and otherwise. This objective requires a new spirit of cooperation and action at the global scale. All countries have recognized this imperative. Numerous studies and evaluations have been presented, accords and protocols signed, but today, as we realize the growing significance of water for life, This new spirit will also need to employ the following features: open dialogue, innovative thinking, scientific input, adapting legal and policy frameworks to new realities, taking collective, regional, or local action based on the priorities, usage of new technologies, mitigating disasters and shortages, and adopting measures to preempt disagreement and tension. This is a tall order, but with valuable work performed over the years at the multilateral, regional, and bilateral levels, we have a solid data in analysis that can help us to move to the next stage of cooperation in action. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as a landlocked, mountainous nation in South Central Asia, Afghanistan is in a unique position, both as a source, transit point, corridor, and estuary of water. We want to use our geography, resource capacity, and regional as well as international obligations to maximize usage of water for human, agricultural, power generation, and other purposes, under clearly mandated and legally binding regimes, both at home as well as in the neighborhood. Over 3 decades of political instability and conflict have eroded Afghan infrastructure, capacities, and resource management abilities. But we have made significant strides in order to catch up with national development objectives as part of overall reconstruction strategies adopted in the past 13 years, with the generous help of many friends in the international community, including all our neighbors. I want to take this opportunity to thank all countries, international organizations present at this conference for their contributions and assistances to my country since 2001. Afghanistan is now in a position to engage more constructively at the regional and bilateral levels to address win-win solution with our friends and neighbors, based on international legal guidelines and prior experiences, taking into account legitimate interests of all stakeholders. Water is not and should not become part of zero-sum policies or relations. Water can and should become a resource for friendship, growth, and economic integration. Not only do we all suffer when water is wasted or not used according to established rules and norms, but we also fail to achieve our social and economic development objectives in a coherent manner. We welcome the result of the work done thus far and congratulate all entities, governmental, scientific, humanitarian, private sector, and others for their valuable contributions. We look forward to work with you on assuring that future generations in our economies will not face water shortage or water tension challenges. Thank you.
سپاسی به اندازه جلالت‌مآب محترم. I thank His Excellency Dr. Abdullah for his comprehensive statement and for supporting of the initiative of our President.